This video is going to be about a little childish game that Donexodus2 tried to play last night. But what you're about to see first is an example of how cross-bedding takes place. You know, the Earth's geology demonstrates that the Earth has been globally flooded, unequivocally. What you're going to see is cross-bedding. Now, this process could not take place over long deposition, as evolutionists claim. They claim the strata of the Earth were laid down over vast amounts of time. It's not possible. If that were so, cross-bedding wouldn't even exist, you see. Watch this illustration and then stay tuned for the latest news about Donexodus2's childish games. As some of you may know, some time back I challenged the evolutionist camp on YouTube to a debate, a formal debate. And Donexodus2 accepted my challenge, then tried to change everything about it and backed out and never showed up for the debate. Well, I've tried to give him a second chance. Recently, I issued another challenge to him. And I've even conceded everything except the location. The location is my Blog Talk Radio channel. The moderator will be an evolutionist, just as I consented to the last time. And the subject I've narrowed so that it's something he wants to talk about, biological evolution. But he hasn't accepted my challenge, so I think he's still not. I don't think he's going to. However, something funny kind of happened last night. I had Skype open, which I don't usually have open, but I had opened Skype to see if I had any contact requests. And someone there got me into a three-way conversation with Donexodus2, who began asking me if I was a high school dropout. And I told him, I said, I have already stated in my other videos that I am educated. And he kept asking me, but you didn't answer my question, are you a high school dropout? And I told him that I have been to college. And he said, you still haven't answered my question. Are you a high school dropout? And I said, you can't go to college if you don't have a high school education. And he said, sure you can. Well, that's news to me. I've never heard that before. Maybe it's true. I don't know. That's not been my experience. But regardless, he kept asking me, are you a high school dropout? I had already answered him, you know. So I told him, look, you know, I'm not going to play your childish games. I see you're just trying to find some other excuse for weaseling out of this debate. And I'm going to minimize Skype now because I'm writing an article and I'm pretty busy. So, you know, if you want to accept my challenge, you do that. Let me know. And I minimized Skype and went about writing my article, which is now on NephilimFreeFree.com, by the way. It's called The Age of the Earth. It's chock full of goodies. I suggest you read it. So Donexodus2 is back to his childish games again. You know, he called me a borderline retard. He said I'm a high school dropout and a borderline retard. Well, here's his hypocrisy, though. Both he and I discuss a lot of various subjects in science in our videos. And Donexodus2 discusses a lot of things: immunology, paleontology, microbiology, genetics, various fields of science. He doesn't have a Ph.D. in any of them. I don't either. What does it matter? Doesn't matter. See, it's just a childish game of his, another way of his trying to weasel out. Because you see, what he wants to say is, if he's not educated enough, there's no reason to debate him. Bring me a creationist that is. That's his little game. It doesn't work, Donexodus2, because you don't have a Ph.D. in any of these fields either, pal. And even if you didn't, it wouldn't matter to me. anybody who's a loudmouth about evolution preaching like you do on YouTube is a target for me for a debate. I don't care what their education level is. They could have a 6th grade education for all I care. But if they make lots of videos discussing these things, preaching evolutionism, that's the reason for me to want to debate them there. Is to discredit what they have to say in front of the world, so that, you know, other people who watch my debate, people on the fence about whether or not evolution or creation is true, will see it and say, hey, wait a minute, this creationist just mopping this evolutionist up, man. You know, I don't think I want to believe in this evolution junk. I'm inclined to believe creation is true. That's my reason for debating. I don't know what yours is. I think pride. But you're not really into debating, are you, Donexodus2? You don't want to debate. You're scared of me. I know. So, you know, it's just another example of hypocrisy, you know. It's another childish game of his to try to weasel out of the debate with me. He's got till the 30th. I said, well, what's the last day of this month? Is this a 31-day month? 30 days. He has until the 30th to make a video accepting my challenge, and then and there won't be any discussion this time between him and I. You see, I minimized my Skype. I wasn't going to carry on with this little childish game, you know. I wasn't going to do it. I'm not going to do it. There won't be any discussion between he and I if he accepts my debate this time. None. Until the day of the debate. But here's the debate challenge. My Blog Talk Radio channel. It's not so scary, is it? I mean, you afraid of that somehow? Doesn't matter, does it? He'll say, the creationists are going to gang up on me. No, they're not. Be 3 people there. Me, you, and a moderator who will be nothing but a stopwatch with a mouth, to quote you. There's nothing to be afraid of. The subject is biological evolution. I give it a title. Is life in its diversity the product of intelligent design or special creation? And special creation or naturalistic evolution. That covers pretty much nothing but biological evolution. If you want to pertain the debate strictly to that which is biological, there you go. And the moderator, I'll do it. I'll do what I did the last time. I'll make the moderator an evolutionist. I'll find an evolutionist willing to moderate. I don't think I'd have any trouble with that. I found one the last time. I think I could do that again. Nothing to be afraid of except the debate itself, see? So, you know, either man up and take my challenge, and if I'm a high school dropout borderline retard, as you say, then I should be easy pickings, right? You should be able to just mop me up. But see, for those of you watching, Donexodus2 is got a big mouth behind the video camera. But since he got his feet wet in that little debate he had at his university, in which the creationists pretty much pwned him, and he avoided some of their questions, wouldn't even respond to some of them, he's gotten his feet wet about what it's like to actually one-on-one debate a well-informed creationist. And he knows that I'm a far better apologist than those kids that he was debating in school. He doesn't want to debate me. He's not going to accept the challenge. He's afraid of it. He's got pride and power behind that video camera where his mouth can go, go, go. But he's not going to slip any of his germ layer arguments or endogenous retrovirus or homologous structures or any other of his fallacious arguments over on me. And that's what he knows, and he's afraid to debate me. But I'm not going to play your little games, Donexodus2. Okay, I could care less what your level of education is, and you should care less what mine is. We're both educated, right? What's the matter? So if you don't accept the challenge, you know, I'm just going to make a goon out of you by debating somebody else who's got a lot less subscribers than you, and you're going to look silly because you didn't have what it took to do it, and somebody else stepped up to the plate. Give it your best. Come on. You've got till the 30th of this month to man up. Let's do it. Don't weasel out this time. Come on. Take me on. Show me what you got. Let's see you pwn me. I'm so scared.